Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to see the story, Whiskers and the Secret Recipe. In a cozy little village, where the streets smelled like warm bread and sweet apples, lived a tiny, fluffy kitten named Whiskers. With his little chef's hat and flour-dusted paws, he spent his days baking delicious treats in his kitchen. One morning, Whiskers saw a big sign in the village square. Pie baking contest! Winner gets a golden spoon! His bright blue eyes sparkled. I have to win, he thought. He had the perfect idea, Grandma's secret apple pie recipe. Excited, he ran home and pulled out his recipe book. But there was a problem. Oh no! Whiskers gasped. The last page is missing! Without the final steps, he didn't know how to finish the pie. Feeling hopeless, he flopped onto the floor. Just then, his best friend Poppy, a cheerful gray tabby, peeked through the window. "Why the grumpy Whiskers?" she giggled. Whiskers sighed. "I can't make Grandma's pie. I lost the recipe." Poppy thought for a moment, then smiled. "Let's figure it out together." They rolled up their sleeves, or rather, their fluffy paws, and got to work. Poppy peeled apples, while Whiskers mixed the dough. Soon the kitchen smelled like cinnamon and sugar. But something was missing. The pie didn't taste quite right. Whiskers frowned. "I'll never get it perfect." Poppy patted his paw. "Maybe the secret ingredient isn't in the recipe." They looked at each other, then at the messy kitchen. Flour in their fur, apples everywhere, and laughter in the air. They visit a cheerful elderly rabbit who sells honey, a squirrel who loves nuts, and a wise old turtle with a spice shop. Each offers advice, but none of them know Grandma's secret ingredient. Whiskers and Poppy are covered in flour, exhausted, but still determined. They lean against the counter, watching their latest attempt bake in the oven. Whiskers sits on the floor, looking at an old picture of his grandma, a fluffy orange cat wearing a chef's hat. He suddenly remembers her saying, "The best recipes are made with love and laughter." Whiskers' blue eyes widen. That's it! The secret ingredient is friendship! He and Poppy exchange a happy, knowing look, their tails curling with excitement. They bake one last pie, laughing and playing as they work. Poppy playfully flicks a bit of flour at Whiskers, and he giggles, shaking it off his fur. The golden pie crust bakes to perfection. The kitchen is filled with a warm, sweet aroma. The village square is decorated with colorful banners. A large wooden table is set up, filled with different pies from the contestants. The air is lively with chatter and music. Whiskers and Poppy proudly place their golden brown apple pie in front of the judges, their tiny tails flicking excitedly. The crust glistens under the festival lights. The judges, an old wise owl, a kind fox, and a fluffy sheep, take a bite. Their eyes instantly widen in delight as warm cinnamon and apple flavors melt in their mouths. The head judge lifts a golden spoon and announces, "This is the best pie of the festival." The crowd cheers as Whiskers and Poppy jump up, paws high in the air. Whiskers and Poppy share their pie with the villagers. The stars twinkle above them as happy animals enjoy the delicious treat. Whiskers gives Poppy a tiny silver cookie cutter in the shape of a heart. "For our next baking adventure," he purrs. Poppy's green eyes sparkle as she hugs him happily. The kittens walk home under a sky full of stars, tails swaying happily. Their silhouettes glow softly under the moonlight, carrying their new baking dreams. The kittens curl up in a cozy corner, sipping warm milk, surrounded by the comforting scent of cinnamon and sugar. On the wooden counter, a new recipe page lies open. Whiskers and Poppy's Friendship Pie. Like, share, and subscribe our channel. If you like the story, thank you. Bye-bye. See you in next story video.